Hi, my name is Linsdau. I am a polar explorer and motivational speaker. It's review day! As you can see, we're going to show you what I'm going to review today. I'm going to review the Black Diamond Deploy 3 shovel. What its characteristics are, why you might like it, and how it can be valuable for you. The Black Diamond Deploy 3 shovel. When you think about when you need to go into the backcountry and you're a backcountry adventurer, you're a skier, you love going OB, out of bounds. Maybe you're a backpacker, you like to hike in the winter like me, or you want to go somewhere crazy up into the Sierras and the incredibly deep snow they've had this year, or the Rocky Mountains, same thing. You have to consider, one, avalanches. Number one danger in the backcountry, especially in snow travel, when you're downhill skiing or anywhere near hills, which is pretty common unless you're in like Nebraska. They don't have too many hills there, and I know because I've lived there. But there is a potential that you might need to dig somebody out. What type of shovel do you want to take? And two, when you need to make camp, let's say you're backpacking, you're hiking and snowshoeing or skiing, you need to set up your camp. How are you going to do that? How are you going to dig the snow efficiently to prepare your camp? Maybe dig out some water, dig out some snow and ice so you can make water. How are you going to do that? Well, I've used the Black Diamond Deploy 3 shovel for quite a few years. It's actually not too dinged up. It's got maybe one scratch on there because I've used it in snow a lot and it doesn't really get too scraped up. I mean, I haven't smashed it up too many times. This isn't my main shovel that I go out with on an expedition. This is more of my, hey, let's just toss it in the backpack so I've got some options. So, in fact, let me come up with my backpack just to show you. Don't you just have a backpack hanging in your closet? So, that's something I'm going to show you in this review. So, this particular shovel is incredibly light. The specifications say it's like, what was it, 1.4 pounds? I mean, pretty light. I'll show you how it works here, but let me just do a proof of how much it weighs to give you an idea of what this backcountry shovel value might be. So we will tilt down the camera here, and we will crank it in. There we go. Turn on my handy dandy scale. Okay, whenever it says 0. And the specifications say 1.4 pounds. My scale says 1.46, 1.45. So I would say that is pretty darn accurate, which is nice. All right, let's see if we can get this all set up. So bonus on the specifications, 1.4 pounds. That's really good. Oh, for those of you into grams and kilograms, 585 kilograms. So totally reasonable, or 580, oh my gosh, I'm dying today. 585 grams. If it was 585 kilograms, I might have a problem. Yeah, like I might not be lifting this thing. So we'll put the stool away here. Just to give you an idea. Now let me show you how this shovel actually works. So this shovel has 2 pins. One push pin here. Let's turn the light there. Oops. Let's move that just a bit. Sorry. It's got one push pin here and another push pin in the other end of the handle. So to make this thing work, you simply push this pin here and then begin sliding out, and you'll notice this pin here hits into the the neck of the shovel. However, Black Diamond was smart enough to put a little beam here where you can pull and keep pulling until it snaps. Pretty handy. Oh, by the way, just all my reviews, I don't receive any sponsorship from Black Diamond. They don't pay me for these reviews. I'm just sharing these reviews with you to show you some of the products I use and why I might like them as a polar explorer, professional adventurer, and traveler. I use these things. These things keep me alive. They make my trips happen and keep me safe and make water for me and everything. So just to let you know, this is straight up. So the one thing about this shovel is when you push this guy to close the handle and you come back here, unfortunately they did not put a little bit of a dent or ding into the handle so you can just close it quickly back. You've got to press that button twice and then it clicks back there. I don't know if that's a particular downside for you. That I would say that would be my only annoyance for this particular shovel, just because of the design there. That's about it. So pretty darn simple. Now also, you'll notice it actually has holes in the blade. And this blade's really nice and hefty. You can see the edge there, right? So the blade's really hefty, which is good, because one of the things is, when you're in the backcountry and you're out skiing with friends or whatever, ask them what type of shovel they've brought. If they brought one of those polycarbonate flexi whatever shovels, you might want to consider getting new ski buddies or outdoor friends. Why is that? Well, here's the thing. When you're digging into snow and an avalanche happens and it stops, what happens is, as that snow is churning, it actually begins to warm up. So as the snow stops, it really hardens quite quickly into not quite concrete, but really hard. And so if you get your polycarbonate shovel like, oh yeah, this is great, kung, kung, your shovel might bend, disaster. I know it's a bit heavier and the temptation is to go lighter, but the polycarbonate shovels, don't do it. Always go with an aluminum or even a steel if you want to go really crazy. Now, one of the things about this is that Black Diamond makes two shovels. One's the Deploy 3, one's the Deploy 7. This carries 1/3 of a gallon of snow in its scoop. This carries 0.7. It's much heavier, so I'll do a separate review on the Deploy 7 just to show you that. But just for comparison, if you're considering which one, if you just want to have something to throw in your pack, to go out with, it's really hard to go wrong with the Deploy 3. It gets the job done. It's super light. It's more for emergency purposes, and it's okay as a camp shovel. The Deploy 7, if you need a heavier shovel, not necessarily for avalanches, but just making camp, might be a better choice. So we'll just keep working on this guy. Back to the holes in the blade. One of the things is, you can actually put a carabiner on this shovel. Check this out. So now a full-size Black Diamond carabiner wire gate will not fit in this hole. Just doesn't happen. Like, yeah, not gonna work. However, let me toss that down. I've got the camp carabiners here, wire gate, same thing. Check it out. Oh, cool. So if you want to carry your shovel on the outside, it might be clanking around and driving you mad, but if you wanted to put a carabiner on the shovel, it works really well. You can use your shovel as a dead man too. You can tie your tent line around this thing, put it in the snow. Of course, you won't be able to get it out, but this is definitely a consideration. The holes up top kind of fit a carabiner. I'm not sure the purpose of that. I can't even get it out. You know, maybe that. Ah, there you go. Okay. So it does work. So those holes are good. Of course, now I can't get it out. So as you can see, a little bit of fiddling there. The holes on the end, much easier. So that is an option too. The T-handle, and this is called the T-handle style, that is, let's tilt my camera up here just a bit. That is a polycarbonate sort of material. You can see it's all full of holes here to make it light, but that T-handle, that sort of grip there is really nice. So let me show you how that works and what it looks like in scale for my feet. So of course I've got tennis shoes on. I wouldn't be out in the snow, but you can see what size footprint this thing has. So just to give you a scale, my foot is a size 12 here. So shoveling with your feet is probably not going to work. This is really a getting on your hands and knees and digging out your buddy to save them from their avalanche and skiing. Typically, you're not going to have to hopefully dig too deep to recover somebody in an avalanche. Certainly no more than 6 feet, and that's a lot of digging. If you think you're going to meet a 6-foot avalanche, you might want to consider not being there because chance of surviving pretty low. So this shovel, really easy to dig. In an emergency, you pull it out of your pack. You know, this thing totally fits in a backpack easily. No problem. Boom, done. Don't even have to think about that bad boy. Easy to zip up. So the Deploy 3 shovel, definitely highly recommended. Easy to get out, boom, pop, lock, ready to rock in an emergency or light duty camp work. The blade is tough and thick. I mean, no matter how much I flex this, it's great. The blade neck is also integrated into the neck is integrated into the blade. So pretty cool, and a little curvy deal, not too shabby. So I definitely recommend the Black Diamond Deploy 3 shovel. There's a link below to the shovel to Amazon to go check it out. Not too shabby. My name is Aaron Linsdau. I'm a polar explorer and motivational speaker. Please like and comment on my video. Hit that little arrow to drop down, scroll, and add a comment. Please subscribe to the channel and hit the little alarm bell. Support my channel on Venmo, PayPal, and Patreon. Thank you very much for watching.